Ryan here for Silly Reviews. Again, we have these Bell Howell Disk Lights as seen on TV. I've already done a full review on these and the story behind how I got these from my neighbor and whether or not I owe him money. Well, anyway, part of that story was not all of them worked. I decided to wake up at 4 in the morning for no good reason. Can't go back to sleep, so I decided to grab one of the ones that don't work, okay? Has 4 screws holding the housing together. Pretty easy. You just unscrew those, pop them out, okay? Move that off to the side. You're going to be able to take this thing apart. It's 3 pieces. You have that faux aluminum, that faux brushed aluminum chrome type looking stuff. Pull that off the top. You're going to pull the base off. You're going to find this little plastic piece. Don't know where that fits. I don't know where that came from. We're going to try to find where that little plastic piece fits, but maybe we just don't need it. So we're just going to forget about it. We're going to take a look at the wiring and check out this quality control from the Bell & Howell. A ground wire was not even connected to the negative for the battery terminal. That's going to be your problem. You can't really power on and light up if you don't have power. So now I need to figure out how I am going to... I can't solder it back because I have no idea where my soldering iron is. You can see when you don't have power, the light is not going to work. So I figured something out. What we're going to use here is this 5-minute fix stuff. It's some type of wacky adhesive that you squirt out of one end. You're going to squirt it like I'm about to do. Just let it dribble out. And then there's a UV LED. We used to use those things as rave lights back in the day. That somehow cures whatever this adhesive epoxy stuff is made out of. And it does not cure until you hit it with that light. So we're just going to let some of this dribble out onto this wire as I'm applying pressure onto that negative terminal. So we can make a connection so this thing can have power and hopefully work. Now this is the part where I'm using that UV light and this adhesive goo starts to cure. And it's really quick. Now hopefully I applied enough pressure while I was curing this that this gooey stuff didn't get in between the wire and the battery. It's not going to have a connection. Looks pretty cool in the nighttime. And I think it's pretty much cured at this point, but gave it a few extra seconds. Looks like a good secure fit. And look, the light came on. How do you like that? Wow. So if you ever get some lights like this and they don't work, well, it's probably because they just zipped these through the assembly line and, you know, Hong Lee didn't feel like soldering everything together. So you're going to have to do it yourself. And the light is working. It's kind of hit or miss, but I think it's because I do have a light on in my bedroom. It also could be that battery is probably almost completely drained since the battery was not connected. The solar charger probably wasn't giving it any juice. Can't really get it to keep working for me. And press the button and it'll work on and off. I think just maybe it's not able to operate like it's supposed to, hopefully, because it's just really low on juice. But we may have a fix here. And then I may feel pressured into, I don't know, maybe giving my neighbor money for these. Again, link in the description if you want to learn that story about these. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to reassemble these. It's pretty easy. You're just going to work in reverse. Nolan Know-It-All would tell you you're an idiot if you can't figure this out. So you're going to pop the back on. Then you're going to go ahead. You're going to pop the top on. Boop bop. Just like that. You're going to take your little screws if you didn't lose them. After you've lined up the holes, you're just going to put your little screws, get those ready, and get those seated in the holes. You're going to take your screwdriver or your butter knife or your steak knife, your drill, your fingernail, whatever you like to use. And we're just going to drill these screws back in and everything will be assembled. And we should have power now coming from the battery like it was supposed to arrive at your house. Pretty easy. Try it out. See if this works for you. I think you could apply this fix to many different little gadgets. Maybe they just don't have the quality control they should. Anyway, I'm Ryan for Silly Reviews. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the alert.